Oh Lord boy. Oh. Oh Lord for more.
Kan det extra white piece आप close in? Ja. A little extra, a little white piece of hut. Stay with me.
Yeah, alright. God, Papa! Papa! I leave me! Papa! Oh God! Ole! Papa, I leave me the God, man! Papa! Ala la ko na ala lata. Ala ko. Papa! No, ala. Papa! Papa, I love you, boy! Daddy! Daddy! Oh, God, Daddy! Oh, God, I love you, Mother! Oh, God! Olha a também. Dari. Dari. Olha na quarta.
Lisa, ao vai olha o que calça ali.
Oh God, baby. Oh God. Daddy, I love you, boy. Oh God, Daddy. Daddy. Daddy, I love you. Daddy. Oh God, boy. Oh God, boy. Daddy. Oh Lord, boy. No more worries. No more worries. Oh God, Daddy. You leave my heart broken, God. Oh God, boy. You leave my son. You leave me empty. Oh God, Daddy. Daddy, I love you. Oh God, baby. You want my papa. I said, come, come, all of my sister, all of my sister. Oh God, papa. Papa. Oh God, Alia. Oh Lord. Hallelujah. Oh God. I give up everything for you. I do all that I do up to live, okay, and peace. Oh God, Daddy, I take in my arms and the baby. Daddy, I will see you. I just think I live here. It's going to do much of it. Oh God, I love you, baby. I love you, Daddy. Daddy, I take my heart so proud. I don't know where it's been so long. Oh God, Daddy, I love you. Oh God, Papa, you're looking like you. Oh God, boy, Daddy, I love you. I love you. You move on that. Nobody I know. Nobody I know love. Nobody I know. Oh God. Oh, you can get like a caballo. Oh God.
Ada banyak rulam. Hantar lên sai đâu? Hantar lên sai. Nhớ là hantar. Fixar tudo. Yeah, but I put on this way already. Yeah.
I love you, boy. Words can't express, man. Oh, God, boy, I love you. Oh, Lord, Daddy. Oh, God, sugar. Oh, Lord. Oh, God, Rohan. Hallelujah. Oh, God, hallelujah. Oh, God, Daddy, boy. You leave me empty, boy. You leave me empty. You leave me empty, Papa. Oh God, I pray for today, Papa. Oh Lord, Papa, I pray for today. I don't know if I'm gonna deal with it. Oh God, Papa, I can't deal with it. Oh God, sugar. Oh God. Oh Lord, hallelujah. Oh God, Lord. Oh God, that all I had. That all I had, hallelujah. Oh God, Daddy boy. Oh Lord. Oh God, Papa. I said, come, Papa, take me. I said, come. Oh God, Papa, I love you. I love you, baby. Oh God, Daddy. Oh Lord. Oh God. I love you, boy. Oh baby. I love you. I love you, boy. Oh God, boy. Oh Lord, hallelujah. Oh God, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Oh God, Daddy. Oh Lord. Oh God, boy, Daddy. Oh Lord, hallelujah. Oh God. Oh God, hallelujah. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, shut up. Oh Lord, oh I love you. Oh, Sharon, let's call Sharon.
Wait, Jenny, you go bring it. All right. I just had the first one. That's pretty light, right?
Yeah. Start. Well, the fellas go gather opposite me.
Just do a check on it.
Sound check on it. Nice one. A good day. श्री महाविष्णु भगवान की जय, श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय.
Karen.
My most beloved brothers and sisters, let me kindly thank you for being here this morning to support the family and to support the extended family and neighbors and well-wishers, and to support each other in a most difficult time. Death is never easy, regardless of who passes. And indeed, our beloved brother, having achieved 16, would have been well loved, not just by his family, but because of his extended time on this earth and his age, and so he would have had many friends and people who wished him well. So we have all turned out this morning to bid final farewell and to pay tribute to Dhanraj. And you know the word Dhanraj, Dhan means wealth, and Raj means sovereign or regal or king. So Dhanraj in Sanskrit means the one who carries wealth. But our Dhanraj here was a poor fella. But he lived in the best way he knew how. He lived rich. And today, with the blessings of his loved ones, he goes off like a king. So may God rest his soul, bless him. When Papa, as we would fondly refer to him, I would call him Pa. In fact, I only knew his name 2 or 3 nights ago when I visited the family. And I asked Sharon, actually it would have been a couple days before that as well. I was here to do guitar part for him. And I asked Sharon his name. For me, he was always Pa. And I respected his age because he would have been just under the age of my mother. But when he was driven in through the trees, the bhajan that we fondly know, Pinjare Ke Panchi, is an outstanding bhajan, but Pinjare means caged, and Panchi refers to a bird. So Pinjare Ke Panchi means a caged bird. Tera dar dar na jaane ko. Nobody knows what each other goes through. So if I were to walk up to any one of you here this morning and say, how are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? And everybody would say, good, good, But are you really good? If you ask me, Baba, how are you going? I'd say good. Everybody has their pain, their little bits of distress, their little bits of suffering, and only sometimes you and your God know what you are going through. I visited Pa on 3 occasions prior to his passing. We had 3 Gita apart. And he was in distress. He was in distress. I knew his time was coming close. Of course, I can't tell Sharon that, and the children that. So we have to pray with a sense that he would be restored in health. And that's how we do our Gita part. Not for someone to leave the world, but someone to stay with health and prosperity. So we prayed for that. And he rallied on. And he was treated like a king, not only in his life, but in his last few days. When I visited, it brought back memories of my own mother, where we treated her like a queen. So Pa was very, very fortunate not only to have someone to look over him in his golden years, but someone to look after him in his times of ill health, and more especially in the last maybe 3 weeks, a month maybe, and then more especially in the last week and a half, 2 weeks. Otherwise he was okay. He was okay. And at 96 years old, being okay at that age takes a lot. But he was well cared for. So he was one of the more fortunate ones who would have had that privilege and opportunity to be loved and cared for. Secondly, इतना तो करना स्वामी जब प्राण तन से निकले. इतना तो करना स्वामी jab, when prana means life, breath or life itself, and life is about to leave the body. Jab prana tan means body, nikale. Not everyone would have the opportunity to be blessed in a certain way. I'm not saying that we are all blessed, but in a way that Pa was blessed. Pa in his last few days had a Christian murti at his bedside, at his headside. And I would take that murti, we would put a Bhagavad Gita, and he would hold it in his hand on his chest. And even though he was in distress, he held it. And we recited Gita Dhyanam and Gita Path for him. And I read the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita on the final day that I came. There are 18 chapters in Bhagavad Gita. So the 15th chapter is nice to read when someone is exiting the world. So all that was done. On the first day I came, we blessed Tulsi water. And he was given Tulsi water up to his last moment. And these are some of the things which are mentioned in our scripture. How many of us would have the blessings of Tulsi water, or Gita Path, or to hold a Bhagavad Gita, or a Krishna Murti, or to be loved and cared for? So, Pa was truly blessed. Truly, truly blessed. And today I pray with you and the immediate family that his soul will rest in peace, and God will be kind, lenient, and merciful unto him, and he will go in the arms and embrace of Sri Krishna. Today is a very auspicious day. It's called Chaturdashi Tithu, or Tithi, or Titho. Titho means day. Chaturdashi means 14th. And on the 14th day of the Sukla Pakshe, so today is the 14th day in the Sukla Pakshe. Pakshe means fortnight, Sukla means bright, and the bright fortnight. Bhadrapad Mase, the Mase means month, in the month of Bhadrapad, is called Ganesh Visarjan. Ganesh Visarjan. So for the last few days, 10 days, today's the 11th day, you would have had the privilege of attending your village mandir or probably personalizing your puja at home to Mahaganapati or Ganesh Baba. It's called Ganesh Utsava. It's a 10-day celebration. And on the 11th day, in the Chaturdashi Tithi, you perform the Visarjan. Visarjan is the immersion of the murti in the water. And that took place this morning or sometime during the course of the day. It can happen up to 4:16 p.m. So today is a really nice day. And Pa would also be immersed in the fire. Just like Ganesh Baba goes in the water. For Ganesh Baba is the presiding deity of water. Ganesh Baba is the presiding deity of water. So he's put back into the water. Durga Shakti is the presiding over fire. So we put Pa into the fire today. The Panch Tattva, the 5 elements or constituents of this body, fire, water, ether, air, and earth, will be broken up. They all came together to make you and I, and to make Pa, and to make everything in God's creation. Every single thing in God's creation, be it a virus, or a parasite, a coconut tree, or a zabuka, a human being, a bat, a bird, or a bee, or a fish, is created by these 5 things. And in death, or when they come to an end, they break apart. Fire to fire, water to water, earth to earth, and so forth. So today the fire will do that for Pa. He lived a long life. Many of us would not see this. One of my neighbors works at the cremation site. Very popular fella. He helps you park your car when you go there. Should be there this morning. One day, he passes in my yard almost every day. And one day, years ago, he says to me, he says, Baba, you know I could hardly read. But when I watch the book, meaning the registration book at the creek there, he said most of the people come in here, how about 55 years? So I said, when you say most, what do you mean? He said about half. So to reach 96 is not an easy task. But we'll talk about that a little bit because part of my portfolio is in epidemiology and public health. So I always speak 5 minutes on health. We'll talk about that. Nonetheless, I wish to now join with the members of the family in doing the Anteshti Sanskar. The word Sanskar, of which there are 16, wedding is a Sanskar. It's called Vivaha Sanskar. When a child eats the first solid food, not salted food, solid food, it's done at 5 months and 25 days in the child's life. It's called Annaprashan Sanskar. When a child clips the first hair, it's done at 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. It's called either Mundan or Churakadam Sanskar. When a child bores the air, it's called Karna Veda Sanskar. Karna means is. When one gets, in Trinidad we say christen. So the Baba would christen. Well, we don't use that word. The word is Upanayan. Upa means to come close to. Nayan means new dimension. So you come close to a new dimension in your life. It's a spiritual dimension and you accept a guru. So it's called Upanayan Sanskar. And the 16th and final Sanskar is called the Anteshti. Anteshti. Anteshti Sanskar. So today we'll do that one. Anteshti Sanskar. The final rites and rituals. This prayer For those of you who are my people and follow along with me, you know, I've always taught you Shodas Upachar Puja. Shodas means 16. Puja is done 16 offerings. And it will include like flowers, water, Katna's clothing, Janil, Yajupavitra, Tika, Mala, perfume, incense, arti, food, all these things. In a funeral service, there are 6 offerings. 6. Shashti Upachar. Shashti means 6. So we have 6 offerings in a funeral service, my friends. When your life comes to an end and in the same situation at par, you'll get a few drops of water, a tika, a perfume, arti, a mala of flowers, and a rice ball, pinda. That's it. That's all power will go with today. It's the simplest of all ceremonies. So God bless you and thank you for being here and joining with us. I just want to refer to one more thing, and that's Pinjare ke Panchi. That bird, housed in a cage, was never meant to be. I have a parrot home. It's in a cage. The parrot was never meant to be. The parrot was meant to be flying in the skies, maybe, and being free. But I put the parrot in the cage. Pinjare ke Panchi. And then when we get up in the morning at 5:30, I will take that parrot and put him out. Because he sleeps in a secured area in the cage. So I put the cage out for him to see the light and the sun. And he'd whistle his song from that moment until about 8 o'clock. I suppose he gets tired whistling. Then he rests. And we give him a little bowl of fruit. So you'd have cucumber, you'd have his anything that is in, you can find, piece of watermelon, a pawpaw, a piwa, and he'd have all those little things, okra. And when he whistles, we are thinking, wow, he's so happy. But is the parrot happy? Is the parrot truly happy? The answer is no. He was never designed to be in a cage. He was designed to fly the skies. So he's never happy. We are sometimes happy. We are happy behind the whistle. I mean, we tell someone we have a parrot. But when you come home by us, the parrot says, Sitaram. Claire. You look around, you see if someone is saying Sitaram. He says, how are you? Very clear. So we are proud that our parrot says, how are you, and Sitaram. Makes us happy. But the parrot is not happy. The soul is never happy to be in the body. The soul comes from, as a spark of God, Atman, and God is called Param Atman. And the soul is the spark of God and comes into this body. Because the body has a function to fulfill karma. And there's only one way that parrot can leave the cage. Either we leave the door open or the cage is broken. Then the parrot flies out. And there's only one way that the soul leaves this body. And it's called death. So the soul is extracted from the body at the moment of death. Taken out of the body. And the body goes into a state of trance. The angels of death, well, the god of death is called Dhanraj. He lives in a place called Yamlok. Lok means world. And his angels, or messengers, the word for that is called Doot. Doot. You get that word in Hanuman Chalisa. Ram Dota Tolita Balaghama Anjali Putra Pavana Sutanama. That word Doot means messenger angel. So the Yamdut comes and takes the soul, encapsulates it, and takes it out of the body. And if the soul is not returned between 1 and 4 minutes, the body goes into a state of no return. The body dies. And that soul hovers all around. So right now that soul is around us. Just up. So don't look up. You will not see it. But it's there. And it will be here until the Shraddhanjali or Shraddha. What in Trinidad is a word I don't like, but we use it, called Bandhara. Then that, the soul is taken away on that day. Until such time, Pa is with us in spirit. Okay? Don't be scared. And for all kinds of reasons, people sometimes think that, you know, Babu and this and that. And that's not so. There's nothing like that. So, the soul is with us, and we have the body which we will now give back to God, and we want to thank God for Pa. Not what happened to him, but the fact that he happened. He happened to be a son 96 years ago, and he grew up with all his siblings. I think Myrtle has passed. The children, brothers and sisters, I think 2 of the siblings are still here, Balu and somebody. Didi here. And of all the children, 10 children? 11 children? Part of football team. Wait. 1 has passed, others are here. And many grandchildren. Great-grand. And great-great-grand. So he happened to be all these things. Then a friend, he was a partner. I'm sure he was a partner. Yesterday I was telling someone that I have a funeral tomorrow, which is this morning. Parked up here, or Pooch. Person said, yeah. My father and he was friend from St. John Trace. St. John Trace. See, was my father partner. And Pa was a star boy. So I know what I mean. But if all you know, keep it all yourself. Pa was a star boy. And in his later years, he became a friend, especially to the 3 boys here. A partner. An alignment partner to it. So Pa was a partner. God bless you, son. I know you have been around here with Pa for a bit. Today I am glad to have you to share his final moments. And Rishi, you spend some special time with your partner. And he depended on all of you. But in the last month, especially you, or more you, he died in the hands of his grandsons and Sharon. but actually in the hands of his grandsons. So God bless you. I want to recognize one other person, apart from the family and grandchildren also, and that is Rohan. Pa was no father-in-law to Rohan. Pa was one of the fathers of Rohan. And he saw him no different than a father, and Pa saw him no different as a son. Of the 3 times that I came here to do guitar part, including the 4th time would have been when evening Pa passed, I had to console Rohan more than Sharon. Love is unconditional and beyond boundaries. There's no in-law boundary and neighbor boundary and this boundary. We must not have boundaries where love is concerned. God's love is unconditional and true and real, and our love should be like that as well. So let me begin our ceremony. Our actual ceremony will take me 20 minutes, and then we'd have a few little things to do to capture the moments and to relive Pa's legacy in little ways and to pay tribute to his life and times. And then I'm thinking at about 10:45 we'll aim to leave here, which is just a 5-10 minutes. We'll aim to leave for the Mosquito Creek crematorium site, where we'll finally repose Pa to the Lord Almighty God, Dhanraj and Shri Agnideva, Kraviyada. So God's blessings to you. Thank you. And let us join me in prayer. I'd invite you to join me in invocations in 3 minutes. So let me do the preparation first. Take out all the slippers and follow quick. Leave the hat, sorry. Well, take out the slippers. So my friends, I will not be able to use the mic all the time because I need both hands. But God has blessed me with height and a big mouth. So I'm sure you can hear me. doing is duty. And by principle, we are bound to duty. And I talk about a little bit of that in my sermon. Our duty. And duty to who first? Who is our first duty to? And who is our second duty to? And our third and fourth and fifth, they are 8. We'll talk about that. So they are doing their duty here. And we all are bounded by this duty. And so my friends, you know where tika, not tika, tika, comes from Sanskrit tilak or tilakam. It's me, the word tika means a mark of honor. So it says, Mangalam Khanda Chandanam. Chanda has 3 meanings in Sanskrit. Chanda, moon. Chanda, silver. And Chanda means to shine. So Mangalam Khanda Chandanam. I place this Chanda and may I shine in the eyes of God. You know, the good books say many are called for your chosen. Be among the chosen. O Mangalam Khanda Chandanam Bandhite Nityam Sarva Papa Kanashanam. Flows. Get anyone. That one. Grab 2, 2 and 2. Get that set. I will give this set. My beloved friends, I was iterating a little bit earlier on the astrology and the time and place. Whenever we perform any rites and rituals, the astrology is taken into consideration and the date and time and place. So, we're in the year 2082. We're in the year 2082. Beloved sister, we're in the year 2082. It began on March 29th and we finish March 18th next year. We name our years. And this year is called Kala Yukta. It is a year of prosperity. So all of you, I wish that you'll go out. We still have a few months until March next year, 18th March next year, and do something because the chances of prosperity is much higher. The chances of prosperity is much higher. You'll do good if it's a business endeavor or something like that. The Hindu month is the month called Bhadrapad. Bhadrapad is not September. Bhadrapad is the second half of August and the first half of September. We follow a system of astrology called Purnimanta. Purnimanta means, Purni means full. Full moon. Tomorrow is full moon. And when full moon comes, the month ends for us. In other systems, they check it as Amavasya Manta. New moon. But we use Purnimanta, full moon. So tomorrow, the month of Bhadrapad will end. Each month has 2 fortnights, a bright and a dark. The dark fortnight is called Krishan Paksh. Krishan means dark and Paksh means fortnight. And the bright fortnight which we are in is called Sukla Paksh. Sukla means bright. There are 15 days each fortnight, 15 and 15. Today is the 14th day. So tomorrow is the 15th day, which is called full moon, and the month ends. You know, my friends, the sun doesn't move. We move in relation to the sun, anti-clockwise. But we say the sun moves from east to west. We just say that. So for our intents and purpose, we would say the sun moves 6 months north and 6 months south. So from Makar Sankranti, which is January 14th, I would always send a message to your phones. For 6 months, the sun is moving Uttar Arayani, northward. And for the next 6 months, which is all now, the sun is moving Dakshin Arayani, southward. The moon has 12 zodiacal positions. It is in the 11th zodiacal position. It's called Kumbh Rashi. 10th zodiacal position, sorry. It's called Kumbh Rashi. Rashi means zodiacal position. That's where you get your Rasi name. And it is aligned to a wonderful star or constellation. It's called Dhanishta. Dhanishta. And today is the 14th day, which coincides with Ganesh Visarjan or Ganapati Visarjan. The immersion of the Ganapati Murti into the water, which I mentioned earlier. Really nice day. And God bless Pa's soul, he looks nice. We're going to join our prayer, our heartfelt prayer. So I want you now, my friends, to join me. And regardless of how you see God and know God and love God, for some would see God as Krishna, some as Lakshmi, some as Durga, some as Shiva, some as Allah, some as Jesus, some as Buddha, some as Saraswati, some as Shiva. Some see God as Mummy's face. When Sharon cried, the evening passed, I was standing at the gate. And she says, my father was my life and my God. Some see their parents as God. I saw my mother as my God. So however you see God, in whatever form and fashion you see God, God is love. You are bounded in love. And therefore, no God is better than the other. And we are equal because we're the children of God, so we are all equal. And the greatest testament that we are equal in the eyes of God. And God is one. Many names, but one. The greatest testament is this. Every one here will die. We'll all die. Regardless of you Christian, Hindu, Buddhist, Muslim, Hindu, we will all die. So in that way we are all equal. Never think that you're better than anybody else. Never. So with that in mind, let me invite you now to pray as you know your God. So sometimes you'll say, Haath jod karo, Bhagwan ke dhyan, heart, hand, or clasp your hands, bow your heads, close your eyes, whatever you do to pray. And just join with me. Father, we thank you, Lord, loving God, Master of the heavens, for the gift and blessings that we received this day. Thank you for life, for the gift of life, for the blessings of yet another day in life. For the opportunity this morning, having arisen from sleep, I was able to place my feet from the bed onto the ground and receive the energy of the earth. I opened my eyes there, God, only to behold the beauty of your creation. I could see my loved ones, children, brothers and sisters, parents, loved ones. Wow! I could see the colors of nature. My ears tuned in, God, to the voices of my loved ones. Sitaram Mummy, Bandagi Sahib, good morning Dad, Salam Alaikum. And we greet each other. We greet each other in whatever way we know how. For love is boundless. And Father, I thank you. As I stood up and breathed that fresh and beautiful air into my lung, I shouted from my heart, I'm alive. I'm alive, dear God. And while life exists, you exist. And when you exist, Paramatma, possibilities exist. I shall live that possibility today. Anything is possible. It is even possible that I will leave this world today. Anything is possible. But live. And let live. God, I thank you for my earth, my daily bread, food, water, and shelter and clothing. I thank you for my ancestral folks. This evening, actually, Pitrapak starts full day from tomorrow. And my beloved friends, may the good and almighty God bless your hearts. Bless your hearts. Today we pay tribute to Dhanraj, Pustam, and to his children and grand and in-laws and loved ones and extended family, siblings and so. And may God bless each and every one of you for being here and sharing in the pain and bereavement of the family. God, we ask this in the most magnificent name, that you be kind, lenient and merciful unto the soul of beloved Pa. And take him in your embrace when that moment comes. May he transition well. And may he travel for one Hindu calendar year in a most beautiful way. Father, we thank you for him. Thank you for having him. I know you have asked for him back, and there's nothing that we can do except to wish him well and to touch your feet with our love. Om Vishnu 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 Om Namaha Paramatmane Sri Puran Purushotama Adhya Shri Brahmanoni Vicha Padarde Shvedabad Hakalpe Vaivasataman Vantare Ashtavinchitame Kali Yuge Kali Pratam Charine Bhuluke Jambudvipe Bhauravatare Muknam Sambatsari Kala Yukta Sambat Bhadrapad Mase Sukla Pakshe Chaturdashi Tithi Suryastite Dakshinarayane Chandrastite Kumbharashi Dhanishta Nakshatra Shri Pujan Samarpiyami. This is a puja, it's called Shav Puja. Shav Puja. Shav Pujanam Samarpiyami Anteshti Sanskar Pujanam Pratigadatam Jivatma Shanti Kalyanam. Sri Kashyap Gotraha Pustam Kulhi Dhanraj Nam Pretasya Jivatma Shanti Kalyanam. Jivatma, life and soul, Shanti, peace, Kalyan means happy, and may you find peace and happiness in the hereafter. Namaskaram, Mahakrishna Chandbhaga, Mahavishnavi, Namaskaram, Samarpyami. Prem se bolo Sri Krishna Chand Bhagavan ki Jai. Rest the flowers for us.
Yes.
Yes, anyway.
Yes, sir.
So this, right way standing, if it's possible, you all can touch each other. You know, like on your shoulder kind of thing, yeah. And Rish, you're just going to stand right way there in this circle. Don't let it fall on Pa face, right? And around here, and like that. 5 times. Om Sarva Papa Haram Dibya Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Pujanam Namaskaram Samarpayami Pujanam Prati Grihatam Vishnave Namaha Govindaye Namo Namaha. Sarva means all and Papa means when we say we sins. Haram means a takeaway. So the children are saying Sarva Papa Haram. God, may you kindly forgive Pa his mistakes, sins and shortcomings. Forgive him. But we can only ask God to do that. We cannot demand of God to forgive Pa. God must do that. But we are asking. So Sarva Papa Haram Dibya Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Pajamargam Jaladanam Namaskaram Samarpyami. I wash your feet, Paja. Paja means feet. The Jaladanam. I give this water to wash your feet. And I pray God that you kindly be kind, merciful and unto him, unto his soul. Ring finger, but one tika. Probably right there, that black spot there. Good enough. Mala. Mala. Scissors if you need to cut it. And then we give this chanda which I told you. So may he shine out. Many are called, few are chosen. So be among the chosen, do good things that will allow you to find God's grace. And then we give this mala. Maladini Sugandhini. Gandha means sweet fragrance. So the su means that is a prefix in Sanskrit that is associated with. So Sugandhini means the fragrance or the beauty associated with the flower. It makes no difference. It makes no difference. So Maladini Sugandhini Malatyarini Vai Prabhu Maya Hratani Pujarta Tam Pushpani Pratigartam Shau Pujanam Namaskaram Samarpayami Shau Pujanam Prati Grihatam Vishnave Namaha Govindaye Namo Namaha Paramatamaye Namo Namaha. Om Namaskaram Samarpayami Gandhadvara Duradarshan Gandhaksham Samarpayami Gandhakshadanam Prati Grihatam. My beloved friends, I mentioned to you in pujas previous that perfume is placed on you. So you spray perfume on you. And you smell nice and you feel good. The first effect that you'll ever have is on yourself. The first effect that you'll ever have is on yourself. So have a good effect on yourself. Be proud of yourself. Be joyous and happy. Salutations to you, my good Lord. Salutations to you. One shot. And then we do Arti. Yam Dwari Mahagore Deepam Samarpayami. Yam Dwari Mahagore Deepadanam Namaskaram Prati Grihatam. Yam Dwari Mahagore Deepam Samarpayami. Yam is the god of death. Dwar means door. So Yam Dwari Mahagore Deepa. Deepa means light. So we offer the Arti. May the soul find its place at the door of the god of death. The door of heaven. And only, my friends, your karma will take you there. Rich, you come around alone. Make a prayer power feet and join Uncle again. Dip. Mala. Put on your face, right? Good. Good. Om Shri Yam Dwari Mahagore Deepam Samarpyami Deepadanam Maya Dete Tavopatishtatam Vishnu Charanam Samarpitam Yam Dwari Mahagore Deepam Samarpyami Deepadanam Prati Garhatam. Good. You come around, make a prayer. Come up. Yeah. Dipatika, ring finger. Same spot. Perfume. Take the mala. Yam Dwari Mahagori Deepam Samarpayami. Yam Dwari Mahagori Deepadanam Maya Dete Tavopatishtatam Vishnu Charanam Samarpitam. Yam Dwari Mahagori Deepam Samarpayami. Yam Dwari Mahagori Deepadanam Prati Grihatam Vishnave Namaha. Govindaye Namo Namaha. Paramatamaye Namo Namaham. Mala. Maladini Sugandini Malatyarini Vai Prabhu Maya Hratani Pujarta. Tam Pushpani Prati Grihatam Vishnave Namaha. Govindaye Namo Namaha. Yam Dwari Mahagori Deepam Samarpayami Deepadanam Maya Dete Tavopatishtatam Vishnu Charanam Samarpitam Vishnu Charanam Samarpitam Vishnu Charanam Samarpitam. Same spot. Bless you, brother. God bless you. Please, some mala for you, brother. Do his arti. Make your prayer. Om Shri Yam Dwari Mahagori Deepadanam Maya Dete Tavopatishtatam Vishnu Charanam Samarpitam. God bless you, brother. You could come around and join. Krish, you're going to take arti. And as you're walking right around, you're going to do this. All going to make a little train line. Train line, touch each other and walk and do arti, right? Easy, easy, easy. I tell you when to start. You make 5 times. Bhakta Sajjana, aap log khada ho jai. Means you stand. And those who need to sit, please sit. If you know, not a problem in sitting. But who can stand and wish to stand, you can do so. And join us in this beautiful prayer as we offer our honor to our beloved brother, to this great soul, and we do arti. All right? I believe, yes, in the inner sheet of your pamphlet here, there's a bhajan, Jai Krishna Hare. We can join in that one. Jai Krishna Hare, Sri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyo ko dukha dur kare. Jai Krishna Hare, Sri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyo ko dukha dur kare. जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा हो, जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो, और कोई न खेवन हारा हो, और कोई न खेवन हारा हो, फिर तू ही बेड़ा पार करो। जय कृष्ण हरे श्री। दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे। दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे। तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे। पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा, पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा, जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे। जय श्री। दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे। दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे। दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। नमस्कारं समर्पयामि हि पूजन प्रति गृहतां विष्णवे नमः। गोविंदाय नमो नमः। My beloved friends, this is a pinda. It's a rice ball. Pinda has no real shape. Sometimes I go to a place and they make it like a rugby ball. Sometimes I go to another place and they make it like a football. Doesn't matter. There's no size. I can make a pinda this small. I can make a pinda this big. I say that because every place I go, in different villages across the country, people have, Baba, I do it, I could do it, and my household, anyhow. And it's fine. All right? It's a pinda, it's a symbol. 5 pindas are offered in a funeral service, in this part of the service. So you offer the first one. A koa leaf maybe, and we place a couple pieces of kusha grass on the leaf, and it's given like that. That's all. Om Pindoparidanam hitarte samarpayami. Om Shri Vishnu Rom Namah Paramatmane Pratapa Pindoparidanam Namaskaram Prati Grihatam Vishnave Namaha Govindaye Namo Namaha. And a little leaf cup is made. So I can take my fingers like this, and the next hand like this, and I can just do it like that. And I push one inside and one outside a little bit. And I stick it with the stem, and I get a little dona, little cup. And a cup of water is offered. Put it on the pinda. Pinda paridanam hitarte samarpayami hi. Turn it over and cap it. Om idang Shri Jalakaradanam samarpayami, we do arti. Om Shri Yamdwari Mahagore Deepam Samarpayami Yamdwari Mahagore Deepadanam Namaskaram Mayade Tavo Patishtatam Vishnu Charanam Samarpitam Vishnu Charanam Samarpitam Namaskar Namaskar Prati Grihatam Vishnave Namaha. Put down on the box for us. Om. So for you all, it would be, you can just use the word Nana. Nana. For you, it would be your nephew, grandfather, Nana as well. Your father, grandfather on the father side. So it would be Aja. So Nana, Aja. And you are the smaller brother. So this would be Bada Bhai. Bada means bigger. And Bhai is brother, right? So Bada Bhai. So Om Shri. Shri means noble. You two, my magnificent and noble. Nana, Aja, Bada Bhai Nam, Pretasya. Say Pretasya. Jivatma, you're saying his Pratyasya means transitionary soul. Jiva means life and existence. However, that soul is existing now. And I told you how it is existing, floating, right? Shanti Kalyan. Shanti means peace, Kalyan means happy. You're saying, brother, grandfather, or granduncle, may you go in peace and happiness. Namaskaram samarpayami. Good. And you can step back. आप लोग आसन लीजिए. Have a seat. For those who wish to have a seat, there are seats on this side, my friends. Maybe about 20 seats remaining. So those who wish for a seat, please come, because you're going to be standing for another 45 minutes. You all could step back and either come anywhere or take a chair or something like that. My loving friends, can I now invite members of the immediate family and nieces and nephews and the children and so, and other if they wish, and come, and we have flowers and roses and so, and you can come make your offering. So please come now, and we would try to, so you'd come this way, and yeah, good brother, and you'll make your offering and make your peace and make your prayer, and then you can walk around me and go back to your seat, so we'd have a little bit of order. Give him 1 minute. Well, when she's ready, let she sit down. Maybe we'll call her. Maybe. Om Yam Dware Mahagori Deepam Samarpiyami Yam Dware Mahagori Deepadanam. I can take it, yeah. That could work, yeah. And my friends, if you just wish to come by and you don't wish to do arti or you don't wish to put a flower, not a problem as well. But allow the immediate family first. Come on. And to activate. Come. Hold here.
Hold right there. Put your
Wow. You're such a brave girl. Where did Papa go? Heaven, yes. Om Shri Sajayang Cha Varti Sanjuktam Yam Dwari Mahagori Deepam Samarpiyami Yam Dwari Mahagori Deepadanam Maya Deti Tavo Patishtatam Vishnu Charanam Samarpitam Yam Dwari Mahagori Deepadanam Gipanam. Here ji, do the patrai from right here. Vishnu Rakshana. Also, this will be easier. Place your flowers. Om Idam Shri Mangalam Bhagwan Vishnu Hu Mangalam Pundarikaksha Mangalaya Tanahari. Om Deepam Samarpiyami Maya Deti Tavo Patishtatam Vishnu Charanam Samarpitam. Yam Dwari Mahagori. Yeah. Pass a bunch of the flowers now. Give one more. Want to do Arti? Om Shri Yam Dwari Mahagore Deepam Samarpiyami. Maili chadar odh ke kaise Maili chadar odh ke kaise Dwar tumhari aau मन ही मन शर्माऊं, मेली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे तूने मुझको जग में भेजा, देकर निर्मल काया, आकर के संसार में मैंने इसको दाग लगाया। जन्म जन्म की मैली चादर कैसे दाग चढ़ाऊं, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारे आऊं, द्वार तुम्हारे आऊं। हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, मन ही मन शर्माऊं, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे इन पैरों से चल कर तेरे मंदिर कभी न आया। जहाँ जहाँ हो पूजा तेरी कभी ना शीश झुकाया। हे हरिहर में हार के आया, अब क्या दाग चढ़ाऊं। मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारी आऊं, द्वार तुम्हारी आऊं। हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, मन ही मन शर्माऊं, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारी आऊं, द्वार तुम्हारी आऊं। हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरी, मन ही मन शर्माऊं, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जताती है, कितना प्यार जताती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जताती है, कितना प्यार जताती है। श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती, श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती, पग पग प्राण बचाती है, कितना प्यार जताती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जताती है, कितना प्यार जताती है। श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती, श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती, पग पग प्राण बचाती है, कितना प्यार जताती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जताती है, कितना प्यार जताती है। श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती, श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती, पग पग प्राण बचाती है, कितना प्यार जताती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, श्वास की रक्षा करती, श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती, पग पग प्राण बचाती है, कितना प्यार जताती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जताती है, कितना प्यार जताती है। आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान। आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान। भटक रहे हम राह दिखारे, भगवन राह दिखारे, कदम कदम पर किरण धिकारे, भगवन किरण धिकारे। ओ कदम कदम पर किरण धिकारे, भगवन किरण धिकारे। दुनिया होवे सुखी हमारी, दुनिया होवे सुखी हमारी, ऐसा दे वरदान, ऐसा दे वरदान। आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान। प्रेम से महाकृष्ण भगवान की जय, महादेव की जय। तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, कल्याण करो जग का। तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, कल्याण करो जग का। सदराह दिखा करके उद्धार करो दुर्गा, उद्धार करो दुर्गा। तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, कल्याण करो जग का। सदराह दिखा करके उद्धार करो दुर्गा, उद्धार करो दुर्गा। तुम विनती सुनो सबकी। संसार तो माया है, कभी धूप कभी छाया है, एक दिन उसे जाना है, जो भी यहाँ आया है। संसार तो माया है, कभी धूप कभी छाया है, एक दिन उसे जाना है, जो भी यहाँ आया है। क्या रंग है जीवन का, क्या रूप है मानव का। तुम ज्ञान बढ़ा करके उपकार करो दुर्गा। उद्धार करो दुर्गा। तुम विनती सुनो सबकी। My beloved friends, if anyone wishes to come now and offer a flower to Aarti, either one or none, you can do so now, but at the end, you will all have another opportunity to view if you so desire. But at this time, just those who wish to perform the prayer with the flowers and so. Come. And if you wish to wait afterwards, please do. Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu, Mangalam Pundarikaksha, Mangalayatana Hari. Oh, Jai Rama, Sri Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Sri Rama, Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Oh, Mangali Bhavana, Mangali Hari, Dravau Sudasharata, Ajira Bihari, Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Oh, Jai Ram, Sri Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Sri Rama, Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Siya Ram, Siya Rama, Jai Jai Rama, Sri Ram, Siya Rama, Jai Jai Rama. Jeeva Charachar Jachat Tehi, Naraka Swarga Pavargani Sehi. Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Sri Mahakrishna Chand Bhagavan ki Jai. As I mentioned before, my friends, we would have another opportunity for those who wish to view Papa, and you can come afterwards. Let me now do our pravachan, our sermon, and if you can settle down a little bit for our sermon. My beloved friends, I mentioned to you earlier that I am not better than you and you're not better than me. We're equal in the eyes of God. And to everyone standing here today or sitting here today, we'll go this way. Only day before yesterday, as I read almost every day, some person passes away. In the last 4 or 5 days, I think it was, 2 young girls died in auto accidents. One in Port of Spain, and my office used to be just 3 blocks away. 3 blocks away on Park Street. They just left work. The other incident that occurred, I think it would have been on the extended M2 ring road, I think it was. The family left happily to go to pick up someone in the airport. Another person crashed into their vehicle and a 21-year-old died. There's always and will always be something like that. And every parent here or grandparent here would live that every day. Whether or not your child is going to school, in a school bus, or your 18-year-old or 22-year-old is driving their own vehicle, there'd always be something. And then we send our children off like Monday morning with their new books and bag, looking dandy and beautiful, and send them off to school, only for some child to beat upon that child and bully that child. Today's newspaper, on today's Guardian, you'd see a picture of police officers, I think it's 50 of them, who have been trained, specially trained, to go into high-risk schools. High-risk schools. We are spending hundreds of millions of dollars. Not 2 and not 5 and not 50. Hundreds of millions of dollars to put a security guard in a school. And on 2 shifts. Beings, God's greatest creation, human beings, would break into a school where his own child or children and grandchildren will go to be educated. We have to protect that school from vandalism, vandals and burglars. You go to any institution in this country, you go to the Inland Revenue, you go to the hospital, yeah, we have to spend hundreds of millions of dollars on security. Because people will keep breaking the law and breaking the law and breaking the law. There's no order in society. And many have called Trinidad and Tobago a lawless society. A lawless society. Every place I go, including the building where I work, a security guard, a security guard, a security guard, more security guard. You go to school, security and police in school now. Where do these children come from? They come from homes like yours and mine. Simple homes, simple babies. Simple babies that grew up sucking their mother's breast on a bottle and growing. But we take our children for granted. We are sometimes ill-prepared as parents. A few months ago, I was reminding Rick, the video was circulating with me giving a sermon. I didn't know I was being taped. And someone, I don't know what year it was even, someone took an excerpt of that and created a little video that went viral. And they termed that video Pundit Pound's Parents. And my theme was just that. Growing up our children. How many people here, whether regardless of which denomination you belong, which home gets up in the morning, see little children and say Sitaram, Salam Alaikum, good morning. How many of us in your home, we have a picture of Jesus Christ, a cross, or a Shiva, Hanuman, a Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati? How many people? A lot of the weddings that I do, you know when the children get christened? When the hardi. 2 days before the wedding or 1 day before the wedding. Because parents don't even seem to indoctrinate their children and attach them to a guru or a teacher or preceptor. So I meet big people, 25, 27 years, and they're going to get Baba, I never christened. You had 27 years? There's no sense of God. And if there's no sense of God, more than likely, when you get married, you're not taking God into your marriage. You're not taking God into your school. And who is to blame? The children? Parents who don't even hug their children. When I go to do puja, and I do puja with children, and I said, hug your brother, give your brother a kiss and thing. Nah. Because they're not even accustomed with that kind of thing. Their parents probably don't even kiss them. Only in Christmas time or birthday, happy birthday and hug up and all kind of thing. Maybe it's not daily, but not so far apart. My beloved friends, we are not doing a good job as parents or parenting. We need to do better at bringing up these little ones. They are our future. We need to start. Charity begins at home. Charity begins at home. Today is the last day, 10 and a half to 11th day of the Visarjan of Mahaganapati or Ganesh Utsav. How many people in the last 10 days visited a mandir if you are Hindu? Your face tells me. You don't have to raise your hand. The minute the Purnima Tithi, the full moon ends, Pitra Paksh begins, which is tomorrow at 2:52 p.m. I think. But I send these messages since January or February, early in the year. I send all dates, sometimes up to the minute. So those on my chat have it. How many people do or show their children how to do Pitra Paksh Seva? What does that mean? Seva means when you give tribute or service to. How many people will take a little bit of water, just that, with a few grains of black tea maybe, and pour it and say, Pa, thank you for everything. Ma, Aja, Nana. We don't study them. We don't study who dead, because our motto is who dead bury and who live. That's our motto. But Hindus don't believe that. The longest, so Ganesh Utsav is 10 and a half to 11 days. It's a 10-day ceremony with 11 days Visarjan. The longest Hindu observance is Pitra Paksh. Paksh means fortnight, it's 15 days long. It's the most important ceremony. Every year I remind you. And I did a little video of how you make the offering. Baba, me know to do. Oh, look at the video now. Can you watch? You're interested in Instagram and TikTok? You're interested in Pandit Karmesh video of how to do the offering to your ancestors? Then I sent it on your phone, all the names. Vishnu Pitrasya Namaha, Brahma Pitrasya Namaha, Shiva Pitrasya Namaha. Then I told you how to do for your ancestors, your grandfathers and grandmothers, your parents and so on. I included all of them like a big brother, sister, even a child. Then people, as I send that out on your WhatsApp, people say, Baba, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Then I voiced it and I send it. Yeah, all of that. The only thing left for me to do is come and hold your hand in your house and do it. We are doing that, but we're glad to have Papa land and Daddy house and Mommy Bera. But to offer a handful of water for them, we can't do that. We can't do that. And a set of excuse, and these are excuses. Baba, you know, Dolahin no have baby in the house. Baba go come. Your mother dead, she will come and hunt the baby? Now makes sense? She hate the child? It's an excuse. And everything else. Baba had to do for 15 days? No, it's 15 days long. You could do one day. You could call your family. You could make a little fryula and roti. You have to make no shatan and pumpkin and thing. And you can make a little thing and chadhawe in your parents' name. Look at the video. So the next ceremony, the next observance that starts tomorrow is Pitra Paksh. And you don't have to fast the whole period and think, Baba, 2 weeks? 2 weeks long, Baba. I like the red box. Oh, well, do it one day now and done off. And done off. Soon as Pitra Paksh finishes, What starts? No, Ratri. Now means new, now means 9, and Rat means night. The second main Navratri starts. When that Navratri starts, it is exactly one Hindu month before Diwali. So we're ushering the period of Diwali. So we have Raksha Bandhan that went, we have Krishna Janmashtami, then we had Ganesh Utsav, then we have Pitra Paksh, then we had Navratri, and then Diwali. So nice to bring families together, and so nice thing. But we don't want to do that. Whole time I go put flowers and charawe, parsat. I want to call my family to crack a cock. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that. I am saying to you, have a balanced life. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Let your children grow up a little bit in dharma, in their religion, in their way, whether they read the Bible or the Quran or the Gita. Let them listen to a little song. And to the young folks who are here, you must be proud of yourself. If you're a Muslim man, listen to your Qasida. Read your Quran a little bit. It takes 8 seconds to read a verse. Those who are Christians, it takes 8 seconds to read a verse in the Bible. 8 seconds. I've read the Bible. And you can sing a little hymn. If you're a Hindu, Bhagavad Gita, it takes 8 seconds to read one verse in the Bhagavad Gita. And you can learn a line in a bhajan. The average Hindu doesn't even know Jai Jagadish Hare. So when I go to prayers and puja, I look at you, like I'm looking at you now. And when you sing Jai Jagadish, everybody, Jai Jagadish Hare. They know nothing from thee. I'm just saying to you, my friends, learn one bhajan, learn one mantra, Gayatri, Bhurdbhuva Swaha Tat Savitodvarenyam Bhargo Deva, whatever. Learn one prayer. If you come home, or you go to the hospital, or you go somewhere in a car, or and mama, papa, your brother, you feel a chest pain and this and that and thing, can you say a prayer for yourself? Can you say a prayer for daddy? Learn a prayer. And you can still go to Maracas, you can still go to the mall, and you could still go to the mandir. Balanced life. Balanced life. And treat each other with dignity and equality. Because there are certain denominations in this country who feel that they are better than the other. And no one is better. My friends, I live 10 minutes from here. Siparu. And I drive to Port of Spain all around the country. I work in Port of Spain. And I drive around the country doing my services. And I always say, one day, if I were to run off the road, maybe on the highway or something, and my life is leaving my body, on whose lap will I die? A Christian? A Chinese? An African? On whose lap will I die? Or who will save my life? A Muslim? Why should I condemn him today and expect him to save my life tomorrow? Condemn no one. Condemn no one. Live a life that gives everybody a chance of justice and fairness. Let the Hindu be a good Hindu, and Christians be the best, and Muslim man be the best, and support one another. Charity begins at home. And balance your life with your children. Hug them, kiss them. Treat your spouse well. Treat your spouse well. Husbands especially. All of us were men. Are men, all men here. At one point in time we were young fellas, star boys and things like that. And we're going out and checking girl. I check girl too. And I would call my wife, who I met at the age of 18 years. darling and love, and for 5 years we courted, and we didn't have texting and thing then, so we used to call each other, and, how are you going? I love you. These days we have text, roses and violets, oh my darling, I can't live without you. We send thing. What happens after we get married? What happens? Why do men start to call their wife bad names and curse and hurt and break their hearts and take them for granted? We get up in the morning and instead of saying, how are you, my darling? Good morning. I love you. Pumpkin again, yeah? That's our thing. That's our way and a modus operandi. And they are those who go to the next mile and beat their wives and hide it. And when I get to know about it, they say, Karmish can be my pundit again. That don't take away the truth and the reality. I don't have to live with it. I'm appealing to men and young boys and aspiring husbands. Love the person that you claim love for, proclaim love for. Your wife or whoever it might be, God bless their hearts. So we spoke of children, God and children, school, God and children. Children go to school, make something of yourself. And nothing is wrong, you're 13 and 15 years old and you put on a little style up and all kind of thing. But part of that style is not to put on a red shoe and go to school. You're trying to show off. And when you show off, you'll distract yourself. And when you distract yourself from your become somebody. Your mother gets on at 4 o'clock in the morning to say roti and your father and turn down lightning going to make a day walk. Don't let her waste. Go to school, my children. Enjoy your school from Monday. Be good, be great. Come out with something. Men, I know women are involved as well, but I'm asking both, treat your people good. Treat your spouse good. Love them. Everybody will have a disagreement. Everybody will have a little disruption, a challenge, a quarrel, a conflict. So what is not the end of the world? Make it up back. And when you have a problem and you can't seem to come to some common ground, come to me. I'll help you through. I have a counseling room and an office at home where we can meet and talk. Next, my friends, I cannot advise you to do all kinds of things. I have maybe 2 expertise, being a pundit and a spiritual leader. I can just ask you to go to God and still enjoy life. I enjoy every single thing in life. I enjoy everything. I am married. I have brought my children up. I have educated them. I have taught them their dharma. And they go out. They have met their loved ones. I am my entire family's pundit. I'm the 12th of 13 children. So I have a very big family. And I find time to go to every home that I'm invited to, do a puja, or funeral, or wedding, whatever it might be, and I make time for that. And I still find time to go to the movies with my wife and hold her hand. I always do. I always do. And I always hold my wife hand if I walk the mall. Every single day once I'm in this country, and my children and I are together, on morning and before they sleep, I give them a kiss and they touch my feet. That's just my practice. My children, every single day, without a miss. My son is 33 years old and my daughter is 26 this month. It's nothing to boast about. I'm just saying I created this scenario from the very beginning. And I love the little things that I love, and I'm asking you to love them. Nothing is wrong in a little time with the boys, and you're going to have a little Friday evening. Have a little time with your family as well. Sit and have dinner, or breakfast, or lunch, if not every day, or on a Sunday, Saturday. Take your children, if you have little children out, take them out to the mall a little bit. You may not have money, make something home, a sandwich or two, and carry it out. If you buy a soft drink in the mall, it will cost you $7, $8. If you buy it at home and put it in the fridge and carry it cold, it cost you $4.50. You don't have to have big money to go out there and enjoy your family. And lastly, my friends, as a spiritual leader, I always ask people to learn to pray. You don't have to know no siddhi, buddhi, you don't have to learn all these kinds of things. If you don't know all these things, not a problem. Not a problem. Prayer is prayer. God, I thank you, I love you. Because there are those who go to sleep in the night and put their hands and watch the ceiling and say, if you played 21 yesterday. Instead of saying, well, God, if I die in my sleep, take my soul to heaven, I repent, and if I have to live, give me health and strength to do my day's work. That takes 8 seconds. You get up in the morning, thank you, God, I'm alive. Wow. Om Namah Shivaya. Wow. That's a prayer. One thing I can tell you, my friends, is that when you pray regularly and you find some sort of grounding at the feet of God, whatever religion you belong to, you find more peace. You find more happiness. Your marriage becomes happy, your children become happy. Your children go in a different kind of way. Teenagers will always give trouble. I had teenagers too. They give a little bit of trouble. Nothing wrong with teenagers, but also Beyonce and Rihanna and Shakira. I was doing a puja for teenagers the other day for exam. So the Monday we had exam puja. We have exam puja for SCA in March. We have for CSEC at the end of April, and we have for Cape and University. 3 pujas. And so I'm asking the young teenagers. I said, do you know Shakira's most popular song? And most of them didn't know. I know. How long tell you little? Hips don't lie. Why I know that? Why I know that? You know why, son? Because I learn 1 or 2 little things of young people, different age brackets. So when I talk with them, I can communicate something that they say, okay, he pondit on my level. I could deal with he. I could deal with he. I could listen to he. That's all. That's all. So I'm on the same level with you. I'm not bigger than you. I'm not better than you. And finally, my friends, before I give you to, would there be anybody, who's the neology? Brother, yeah? Okay, I'll call you just now. Would there be anybody else who would want to come and say something? And don't bring no newspaper here. 1 minute. Yeah, so we have Brian. And Brian, you come? No. Eulogy goes last. Yeah, so if you want to say something, my love, you can come. And in the meantime, I can ask anybody else who would want to say something to think about it, and you'd come up. Yeah. Go ahead, sir.
Sitaram, everybody. Sitaram, everybody. Nice. This morning, we are gathered here to celebrate. And on that note of celebration, after that great innings of 96, I want you all to give Mamu, Dhanraj, Papa, young boy, as Vijay said, Danu, we love you, and let's give him a round of applause for a well-played 96 man, yeah. I won't go too much in depth because I think Coach Nigel covered it all. A few things about Papa, his impact not only on his family but his community. Sometimes he may not be well, but there would be neighbors, morning name, pa. I was telling Ricky the other night, boy, I hope nobody here pass and follow this man, because I go get a girlfriend. But that shows the individual that Papa was. He was loved by his family and each and every member of his community. Boy, we will go down the road of love. Papa loved music. Diwali Day, Christmas Day, Eid. When Dano turned it up, and he turned it up loud. So much so that it deeply impacted my father Rohan, my brothers and I. He said, boy, I'll go full the house with box. But not a weekend go past. He could tell Sharon, them boy are playing no music this weekend. The doctor say his heart is below 30%. But Dhanraj wants to sit down on a 40-foot trailer. Raise the volume now, boy, Papa. That was Papa. He never held this book. Baba, Papa go play bhajan, but he never give we up trouble when we play a soca. That was his love that he has for us. My music team, boy, we lost one. We lost a companion. So much so one night, the man wanted to appreciate and I pushed up a box, 300 pounds. Yeah, he was there foot and foot with us. Before Papa passed, Ricky and I had the privilege of holding him. And before I went to work, I hugged him. He lived a well-played 96. The man eating ice cream 2 weeks ago, proper. He loved ice cream and doubles. And as Rohan would always do that, he made sure that there was doubles last night. We love you, Papa. Those were just a few memories that I decided that I would share with you guys here today. I told Papa in those final moments, boy, we are all grown and you are allowed to go. You know what Papa said? Oh gosh, don't leave me now, boy. I say, all right, we are going to leave you. I came home from work 4:30 that afternoon. I dug Sharon, mommy, and I run upstairs because I know how she see me. She want to lift him up. She want to make sure he's sparkling clean. So I run upstairs, 30 seconds into the shower. Rohan, tell Ryan, come now, boy. I even finish, I dry up. I come downstairs. Rishi exited the room. I said, Ricky boy, let we go. We came in front and we held him. You walk until the last second, Papa. Never a burden, never a problem. My dearest mother and father, yeah. We love you guys and a job well done. Mom, we will give you a little break, but we're still looking for that roti in the morning. Yeah? To each and everyone that's here today, I don't see anything but family. Too much to mention, but we appreciate you guys now and in the future. We depend on your guys' comfort and support as we bid farewell to the good old Dano boy. We love you. Go easy and sit around. What's your name now? So I'm glad today. You join everyone.
I am the eldest son of Rohan and Sharon, and standing here today, looking at my grandfather and reminiscing on the life we shared is one of love. This man in all my life, never showed me any hate or anger. And I just want to let you know, as Bob said, he's probably somewhere around here, how much I love him. And approximately 12 days ago, at 2:30 a.m. in the morning, my wife and my youngest brother, we were having a conversation with him. And something, it really touched my heart. He was being fully informed of all my achievements. And he looked at me and said, you know something? I'm real proud of you, you know. And I'm here to continue the good work. Papa, I assure you that I will continue making you proud. And I wouldn't say the rest of things they told me, because, you know, I don't want to sound like I follow myself, but I will do what you tell me to do, and I will hold the mantle, and I will take care of your baby Rishi, because that was the last thing you tell me to do. Make sure Rishi get just like you. And Pa, I will assure you that I love you. Rest in peace, Papa.
Who here know Dhanraj boy? Or they ever see Dhanraj come out without this? The good old Dano, I tell you everything I needed to tell you in them last 3 weeks, where I hug you up, I puff you a little bit because you only want to walk, but I love you. And this is how we say thank you and we appreciate you. Rishi, love, love, love everybody here.
Sitaram, everyone. I'd just like to say, Papa, thank you for everything. Thank you for all the inspiration. And I love you. And may God continue to bless your soul.
Thank you, son. As you know, Rishi was his child, his baby. Would there be anybody else who would want to say a word or two? 30 seconds? In 30 seconds? No. Thank you all. Let me ask Nigel to now deliver the eulogy, and then we begin closure immediately after. Want to talk to him?
Good morning, everyone. Morning, everyone. I know it's that time. So good morning, family, friends, neighbors, and well-wishers. Today I was asked just to say a few words on behalf of my grandfather. So it wouldn't be long because I know time is also upon us. So today we gathered to celebrate the life of Dhanraj Pustam, beloved son of Ramjiwan and Babuni Pustam, who was born on 9th August 1929. Yes, he lived to the remarkable age of 96. You know, often I would boast and say that my grandfather is still alive, and I'd say, what? I say, yes. I say, well, how old is he? And I say, 96. They say, wait, people that still live that long? You know, and he was the husband of the late Bechni Pustam, a proud father of 11 children, and only one was passed on. So we still have 10 of them around, right? Some of them are in foreign, some of them are around today. He was a brother of 7, and I want to take this time to say, you know, to identify Uncle Balo and Dulen Tanti. Now, I don't know if she have Ghanese on her, because we normally just call everybody Tanti Dulen or Tanti this and Tanti that. The first time we call anybody is Dulen Tanti, and we grew up from little children calling her Dulen Tanti. So, you know, I just want to recognize Pa, brother and sister who is here with us today. You know, Uncle Balo was in the country last week. He went back Monday you know. And then when he heard the news, he took the time off to come back again. It shows how much Pa was honored and he was loved. He was a grandfather, a great-grandfather, and a great-great-grandfather, an uncle, a father-in-law, cousin, neighbor, and friend of many. His life touched many, and his presence extended far beyond family. Dhanraj, fondly known as Pa or Papa, Ran, we'll call them Mamu, Dano. He was born in Superior with a Pustam name, we're not boasting, but any Pustam here? Yeah? Anybody Pustam? We only have a few Pustam here? So I think he laid anchor in Superior where the Pustam name proudly carries weight and is very synonymous in the area. And actually anywhere it is mentioned, you know. I work in an organization, and one of the minister of the country said, Pustam, I know that family, and he lives way down in the west, sorry. And he said, yeah, the Pustam family, I know the Pustam family very well. And, you know, so it goes without saying, once you're a Pustam, you are family. Whether you know the relation or not. So anybody say you're a Pustam, you say, yeah, that's because no, they wouldn't, you know, nonetheless wise, but you're a family. Pa spent some of his childhood days in Suche Trace Penal with his grandfather before moving to Paritap Trace, where he spent most of his life. Pa was truly a jack of trades, a master of many. A hard-working man, he did whatever it took to provide for his family. He began as a woodworker and builder and even sold lumber. He then became a specialist fisherman, owning his own boat, engine, net, and his most faithful form of transport at the time, his bull cat, powered by his good old bison. Saturdays were often exciting. I remember Pa would send word down the hill for Uncle Brian to bring the bison so that they could load the net and engine to go by the bay for the boat for us to go fishing. As children, we would eagerly jump into the cart, sitting on top of the fishing net, proud and excited as the bison steadily goes down the road, and people would just turn their heads watching what making this clock-locking sound. We would go down at Labrie and other fishing bays with a boat. Pa would take charge of the seine pulling, giving in instructions with passion, and sometimes with very colorful language. We don't say custom, we say colorful language. Afterward, when we returned home, he would spread out the tarpaulin and carefully divide the catch. Family came first, then neighbors and villagers who gathered around. No one left empty-handed. He also turned his passion to farming. With our grandmother by his side, he planted corn and peas, cassava, rice, and more. Together they cultivated the land with love and commitment. Pa carried the produce home himself, sometimes lifting the heavy feed bag of crops on his shoulders, walking up the hill. He would then go take a bath, and he would go in front of the trees and sell. He also became well known for his chenna trees. Some trees were for family, while others were for selling. As grandchildren, we borrowed some from the selling trees when he wasn't looking, because most of the time that was the sweeter chenna. In his spare time, Pa also served as a village mic man, making announcements with his trusty old 120Y car, always keeping the community and other areas connected. Now, this is a true story which was told by Vijay, right? Now, Vijay is his eldest grandchild and eldest grandson, right? So, I don't know if it's wrong, blame Vijay there, right? He said Pa habitually listens to his Indian songs on his radio, as Ryan was saying. So one day Pa went to Tiantec in San Fernando to pay a bill, and on his return, when he started the car, he naturally reached his hands. So when he's driving, he can't really multitask, you know. He just, start the car and just put his hand this way. So he went to start the car, so he put on his deck to listen to his favorite Indian songs. However, he was so concentrated and focusing on the road so much that he kept feeling for the knob to put the volume on the radio. Unable to get the station, he then took a cassette. Anybody knows a cassette? All right, I'd like to tell you how long. He took a cassette and attempted to put it in the car deck without looking, so he just feeling around. as he was still focusing on the road driving. Still, it wasn't working. Frustrated, he pulled aside on the road to see what was the reason. He couldn't get the radio nor the deck to play, only to realize that somebody broke into the car and stole the car deck. But he had a plan B. He had another one hidden under the seat. His love for doubles and ice cream, as previously mentioned, goes without saying. He didn't have any sickness or was not bodily ill. Hence, he had the luxury of enjoying his favorite treats until even on the week of his passing at the age of 96. Not much people could say that they could eat doubles and ice cream at that age. Probably some people's 50 years and they still can't do it anyway. So, Pa leaves behind more than siblings, children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren, and relatives and friends. He leaves a legacy of love and resilience. His lessons live on in the hands that work, the family that gathers together, and the laughter that continues at every table, where his name is spoken and will be spoken of in many years to come. As we say goodbye, let us not mourn his passing, but celebrate the rich life he lived. 96 years is a blessing, and it was well spent building a foundation that we, his family and friends, continue to stand on. To our beloved Pa, we say thank you for your sacrifices, your lessons, and your love. May your soul find peace and eternal rest. And to the family, may we find comfort in knowing that he has run his race. He has fought the good fight. He has finished the race well. And his spirit lives on in each one of us. His story does not end here. It continues in the lives of all who he knows and who he loves. Rest in peace, Dhanraj Pustam, our Pa, our Papa, our pillar, our legacy. Thank you.
Thank you, Nigel, for those wonderful words of reminder of Pa's legacy, and as you paid tribute to his life and times. So my beloved, we just have about 10 minutes. I was just advised that we have 11:30-ish at the creek, but I kind of delayed a little bit purposely. And that is, sometimes when you go in a certain time, too early, you get a lot of park. But sometimes if you go when everybody goes, parks are difficult. So we will go just, 20 minutes from now, right? Or maybe we'll arrive there. So we're going to finish here in 10. I want to give you the second part of my sermon, which I always do, and it will just be 5 minutes. And that is on health. It is on health. So my friends, I want you to recall and remember the things that I would have mentioned to you in other places and whatever you would have read and know of, and by hearing others as on reading and so. The number one, can I have a minute of a little bit of chances to finish my sermon? The number one cause of death in Trinidad and Tobago, and it's a global pattern and trend, because we follow the global pattern, is cardiovascular events. Of every 3 people who die in this country, 2 will die from a cardiovascular heart related event. 2. That's 66%. The second cause of death in this country is cancer of all kinds. Of all kinds. Please, I'm not saying that you go home with fright and scare. I'm not saying that you go by every doctor and check for him, because which one you're going to check for? There are so many. But there are some that you need to look at. And if you're a woman, the most prevalent cancer is breast cancer. And the second is cervical cancer. So I appeal to my sisters, if you have probably reached 35 years, you can start doing your checks. Okay, and then your medical professional will tell you how often to check afterwards. It's a good start, right? For men, the number one cancer is prostate cancer. And the second one, son, is colorectal cancer. So if you are 40-ish years and older, and you have not looked at that, you can try those. Because there are so many others, I can't check for all. But those are the two popular for men and for women, right? Good. But cancer is the second cause of death in this country. The third cause of death in this country is diabetes and its complication. Diabetes and its complication. And we now have children, not just juvenile diabetics, but we have children who have lifestyle diabetes. So it's type 1 and type 2. Type 2 is the more popular one. Type 1 is called children diabetes. They're born with that kind of malfunction in the pancreas. But type 2 is the things that we do and how we live lifestyle, all right, which is the more popular one. We look at 10 causes of death. Those are the top 3. Cardiovascular, cancer, and diabetes and its complication, right? Good. I want you now to hear me now on the risk factors. So those of you who are so inclined, and if you go to Pan American Risk Factor Survey 2011, you'd see my name there. I did a study for this country in 2011, nation by Trinidad and Tobago, and they look at the risk. Risk means what are we doing that is helping these things to happen? Cardiovascular, cancer, and diabetes, and so on. What are we doing? The risk. You see? So we look at the risk. It was 2011. The report was written and put out there in March 2012. A few years after, we are supposed to look back at it and see, did we make a difference? Are we doing better or are we doing worse? So in last year, we redid the survey again. Trinidad and Tobago, whole country. And we are looking at measurements. What are these risk factors? I tell you some of them. 1, poor eating habits. And poor eating habits has different kinds of risk now. 1, so every place I go, Pandit Karmesh always says, cut your sugar, cut your salt, cut your carbohydrates, and cut your laziness. That's the 4 things I always say. Cut your sugar, cut your salt, cut your carbs, and cut your laziness. What is the most important one I always tell you? Cut your, embarrassing, cut your sugar. The most important one, fellas, is to learn to cut your sugar. You see those soft drinks and sweet things and sweet things and sweet things and sweet things? Please. Pa, ole pa. Who jamming doubles 2:30 in the morning on ice cream? And me pa. Please. Learn to cut your sugar. Start with the drink. Like the chubbies and things that going around. A chubby has 7 spoons of sugar. A 20-ounce Coca-Cola has 13.5 spoons of sugar. A 600 Minute Maid juice has 15 spoons of sugar. A little orchard has 7 spoons of sugar. And then we go and we're thinking about drinking a Starbucks. So you can have the ground. And this is those things that has between 19 and 21 spoons of sugar. And you might think it, how do you go put 19 spoons of sugar in there? You have to know what they call a spoon of sugar. Do you know when you go to a fancy restaurant? I don't see it much in Trinidad, but when I travel abroad, I see it. When you go to a hotel, you see a little Maggi cube kind of looking sugar. A little compressed, bit smaller than a Maggi cube. That is what we call a compressed spoon of sugar. A chubby has 7 of that. Okay? Learn to cut your sugar. Second, learn to cut your salt. You cut your salt by 40%, you cut your risk of a heart attack by 25%. Too much of high trans fats and fatty foods. Fry this and fry that. Fry this and fry that. Baba, you see me, I do eat doubles too much, you know. Just once a month. And you see aloo pie once a month. And fried chicken once a month. And this once a month. When you check every day in the month, you have something. So, don't fool yourself with the once a month. Next risk factor, my friends, is too much carbohydrates. So I go to some puja and on Sunday I'm out there. I go to 3, 4 homes, 5 homes, 6 homes sometimes on a Sunday. Baba, we make nice things for you today to eat. What? What you have? Macaroni pie, carbohydrates. Noodles, carbohydrates. Potato salad, carbohydrates. 3 carbohydrates. Too much of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are really flour products and white rice. Macaroni is a flour product. Okay? If I eat roti, I eat plenty macaroni. Eating roti. Okay? Cut your carbohydrates. Add a little more salad, a little more green, a little more vegetables, a little more fruit. Next thing, smoking. Baba, you see that smoking I did here down in Penal in 2019 and you're talking about that? All I just do is vape now. Dummy is the same thing. You're not doing anything better. And to the young girls and boys who are vaping, you're destroying your health. You're killing yourself. And the next one, excessive alcohol use. Forget the driving and drinking and driving, all kind of ticket and thing you could get. That is part of the thing. The next part is the damage to your liver and the enzymes that's why they call it liver. You cannot live without it. Okay? So I'm just advising you to do one thing when you go back. Learn to cut your sugar. Start with a drink. You could eat 2 doubles and drink a soft drink. You could eat 4 doubles and drink a water. Okay? Balance it out. The hospitals aim have place now. Okay? God bless your heart. So we talk a little bit about dharma, home, a little bit of health. And I want you to go with last message now. 2-minute message. Rig Veda. Ye samanaha samanso jive jiveshu mama kahatishu mai kalpa asmin. Ye samanaha. Sama means balance. Samanso, it is so. There's a balance in life. Night, dark, positive, negative, pessimism, optimism, God, devil. Life, death. That's balance is life. There's a balance. Ye samanaha. Samanso, it is so. Whether you wish to appreciate it or not, I told you at the beginning, we will all die. The mountains will die. The diamonds will die. I might take 80 or 50 or 96 years to die. The diamonds might take 10 billion years, but it will die. It will break apart. Nothing is forever. So yes, samanaha, samanso, jive shu. There's life after life. I want, especially my young folks here, to remember this face that you see. When you go to the mirror and you look at your face, you were never here before. And you'll never be here in the future. You are here now. It means Pa was never here before, and Pa will never come again. The soul comes and goes, but not the face. So, Pa will never be to the children, your father again. Pa will never be your grandfather again. Pa will never be Bachani husband. Your mother will never be your mother again. So those who want to abuse their mother and abuse their father and abuse their brother and this and that and feel, I'm going to make up tomorrow, he'll never be yours again. So be good as brothers and sisters. Be good as children. Be good to your parents. And parents, be good to your children. because life happens once.
Even by the missionary, have an emergency, PDM 1361, blocking them in action.
PDM 1361. PDM 1361, there's an emergency. You need to move your vehicle now. 1361, PDM. Please help out the situation. PDL 1361. PDL, sorry, 13. PDL 1361. Wait.
The blocking missionary gate.
PDN, Nigel?
Yeah, the blocking.
PDN 1361 blocking the missionary gate, and there's an emergency which they need to access. Please. And so, my beloved friends, live good, be good, and may God bless your heart. Let's stand for closing. Tomorrow, my friends, Pitrapak starts. Pitrapak starts tomorrow. So make good of it, to do your offering, to make your offering. Make your offerings to ancestral folks. And let's begin by ushering now Lord Krishna to bless Pa soul, bless the family, give us strength and health. And if you have anyone, all of us would have lost someone. Whether 2 years, 2 months ago, 5 years ago, 15 years ago, it doesn't matter what time. Pray that their soul rest in peace. Let us say together, Om Sri Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Om Partaya Pratiboditam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gartitam Purana Munina Madhe Mahabharatam Advaitamrita Varshinim Bhagavatam Ashtadisha Dhyayinim Ambatkam Anusandadhami Bhagavat Gita Bhavadvishinim Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhi Pularabindrayata Pattaranitra Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purinaha Prajvalito Gyanavaya Pradipaha Prapanapadi Jataya Totra Vetarikapanaye Jnanamutraya Krishnaya Gita Mritam Duhe Namaha Sarva Upanishado Gavo Dugdha Gopala Nandanaha Partho Vatsaha Sudhir Bhukta Dugdham Gita Mritam Mahat Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagadgurum Bhishmataro Natata Jayat Hatachala Gandhara Nilotpala Shalyagrahavati Kripena Bharni Karni Navilakula Ashwathama Vikarna Ghora Makara Duryodhana Vartini Sotarana Khalupandarairana Nadikai Vartaka Keshavaha Parasarya Vachassaro Jamavalam Gitartha Gandhokatam Nanakyana Kakesaram Harikatha Sambodhana Bodhitam Loke Sajjana Shatparaya Haraha Pepiyamanamuda Bhuyad Bharata Pankajam Kalimala Pradhamshina Shriyase Mukam Karoti Vachalum Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Vande Paramanandam Madhava Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudramartha Stunvanti Divyaistavehi Vedai Sangapadakram Marshadai Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyana Avastatatargatena Marsa Pashyanti Yam Yoginu Yasyantam Navidum Surasudaganaha Devaya Tashmai Namaha Devaya Tashmai Namaha Sri Krishna Bhagwan ki Jai. Closing prayer. Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhus Chasaka Tvameva Vidya Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Prem Sabalo Mahakrishna Bhagwan ki Jai Mahavishnu Bhagwan ki Jai Shri Ramchandra Bhagwan ki Jai Satya Sanatan Dharma ki Jai Jai Sitaram, Jai Jai Sitaram. Please have your seats, my friends. Those who did not yet have a chance to view the body and wish to do so, you can come, make a circle, and get back to your car. Those who will be joining us and following us to the crematorium site, which is just 5-8 minutes away, you can get to your vehicle and just wait for us a minute or two more, and then we'll go together. And those who are returning to home or to your next destination, thank you. God bless your heart. We love you, and hope see you some good day again. Sitaram.
When you're walking out here, wait
Dhanraj.